33.
High intuition of the soul. Happy 4th of July.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Amy J with Kitty Fuss, and we are here for the vibe of the week. So I'm just going to get started so we can get right to it. The message that I was getting this morning that felt like it was for the collective was it was about a new light coming in, a new light that was going to shine on our lives, but maybe not anything new, but just getting us to see something in a different way. So changing that paradigm, that perspective, still there, but there may have been parts that were missing. You may have been looking more in a tunnel vision and not noticing what was here, like in your peripheral. So it feels like the light is coming in to open it up and to shine on it so that you can see it in a different way and transform it however it needs to be transformed in your life. And so it's not necessarily a new light, but it's a new type of light that's helping you see a little more clearly what's right there in front of you, if that makes sense. So I asked Metatron for a few cards, and the first one I got was, oh, okay, 49 family circles of life. Circles of life. So, I mean, this is a perfect example of that card. Maybe there needs to be a shift in the way you are seeing your family units, seeing maybe something regarding your family from the past that needs to be released, or maybe just even repaired. You know, I'm thinking there's a lot of rewords: released, repaired, renewed. I'm thinking all of these type of words. Means to do again, but it definitely feels like there's a family component. There's a water, emotional well-being, and that's 7. Okay, so it's going to be about your emotions. They're going to be coming up. But if you can feel into that new light, you'll be able to see some things that you maybe have been emotionally holding on to in a different way. And that will lead to healing or release. And then 28, karma, untying the knots. Okay, so this is possibly something that's tied in with karma. That's very deep rooted, maybe even more than one lifetime type of karma. But again, tie into that new light to be able to see it in a different way and untie those karma knots, which is really empowering, and it's going to release. I just keep hearing release. So karmic release, perfect. I also asked for some spirit cards, and I got strength. You're going to need strength to do this. It's not easy sometimes to look at things in a different way, especially if we've been holding on to the way we've always perceived it. We've always thought it this way, and you're being asked to look at it in a different way. So the strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence and conviction in a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing. There's another reword: replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we're always with you. So whatever gives you strength, where you can tie into that strength that you're going to need for this week, that's what you do. Call on your guides, call on your higher power, call on the people that lift you up and support you. But you've got several sources of strength. And also, always, you have this right inside you too. So pull up that inner goddess warrior strength so that you can do those things you need to do this week And then the last card with self-sabotage, because we like to do this. And so this is about where have you been maybe covering your eyes. And look, if she were to uncover her eyes and see the beauty of those flowers right there in front of her, that's what you're being asked to do. Uncover your eyes, bring in a different light, see it a different way. When you learn to get out of your own way, there'll be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. Plans have been made, things are in motion. Are you covering up and not seeing it and seeing the beauty in there? So I'm going to hand it off to Kitty because those cards went perfectly with the messages I was getting this morning from my guides. So Kitty?
Well, that they so fit in. 2 weeks ago, I said you were being outed. And last week it was about going into the soup and getting all the things that you need. And this week is those things that were outed, those secrets that have come out, that light is focused on it. And if you can look at it, you're just sweeping away the pieces that have been the last dust bunnies under the bed. You're pulling them all out. So on this 4th of July, this is that redo. Plans may be changed. I'm sitting here in 54-degree weather rain in Maine. And it's about activating your self sun. And the chaos is about clearing out anything with Uranus left in your heart. This is about your home, your tribe, your family. It's about the world you've created and learning. So all this week, the expansion with Jupiter's are all about the self expansion. On the 5th, we're kind of in that last few degrees with Neptune retrograde in Pisces. So looking at that dreaminess, that internal piece that's home, that you are transforming. And again, be careful that self-sabotage she talks about, because it's going to feel like the lights are shined on those deficit things, but they're there so we can let them go. Because we have a new moon coming in Cancer, which is all in its happiest place, the moon. That's its home. It's all about that inner child dreaming into existence what you want to be, that self-awakening for the next work. This first 4 days is all about sweeping out some of those last few pieces that have been coming more and more into your awareness. And you've got this Gemini pursuit of knowledge and communication kind of pushing against you. Yes, I want to get more information, but first I've got to let go of old beliefs and old things that don't allow me to keep the next light that's coming in, this new light that's coming in. It's a reality check this week. It's a slower moving energy, but it's because it wants you to get under the bed, folks, get in the corners, get it cleared out. When we get to the 6th, your partnerships, especially with business, you're going to be doing a lot of kind of back and forth in a good way of coming to figuring out, because we've got this Leo energy that wants humanitarian, that wants to be noticed, that's kind of pushing against, get rid of those things that are in your way, whether it's your self-talk, your air energy, whether it's I've been sitting on, I need to sit down more, or I don't sit down enough, or down too much, or it's I really got a project in my house I wanted to finish. All of those things, that niggling is going to happen this week, but you may decide, you know what, I'm going to let some of that go too. That could be the long term. So when we look at the 6th, we are moving structures, internal structures out of the way that have kept us trapped. We're shining the light to go, nope, keep that, throw that away. On the 7th, we are still moving a little bit out of that Mercury last few degrees of the shadow, even though it moved on the 2nd. We're kind of in this in-between time, and Mercury's been having a lot of conversations with all these internal planets. On the 11th, it is in its own new place, and it is moving into Cancer, so it's headed for healing. We are talking about healing. This on the 7th, we've got knowledge versus spirit. Internal doubts are going to be playing a big point on that day, but this is about active shout them out. I'm going to get them out, whether it's meditation, whatever happens this week that you find yourself drawn to, that is a new practice that helps clear out those things. And it's on the 8th, be kind to yourself, set up your intentions, Venus is breaking free with Uranus. My relationship with myself, my relationship with the world is all together changing. Your dreams this week in the first part are going to be releasing dreams. They're not the expansion about what I need to do next, but they're more about connection with your ancestors, giving it back. Thank you, Florentine. Give back some of that stuff and come forward. And then, we come in, there's a great expansion to show you what you want to be it. You're this authentic self now that has been coming out, good or bad. Unconditional love means loving all your foibles and everything else, your good, bad, and the ugly.
That's right. Warts and
Except the fact
all.
that you don't want to shower because it's 54 degrees. And then we have this amazingly strong new moon. If you've not had a chance to either see Pam Gregory or Stormy Grace, just about this new moon, it's home turf. This is powerful intention setting, but it's in the darkness. So you cleared out all these dark places, and now you're putting those new seeds in because you want them to grow and get into that subconscious. What is your heart, your emotional essence you are going for? Because we're talking about the deep waves of Cancer, those deep tides that come and go. And it's at home, steady, activate. Don't quit on yourself with this new moon. Dream, be the biggest piece of who you want to be. You're creating this new home, and the sun is working with you in Cancer as it gets ready to go to Leo. Your intuition on this new moon is going to be at such a higher vibration, but it's a darkness in the passion. But concentrate on the benevolent energy, these new technologies, the benevolent energy. And then we move on to the 10th, and we've got some flip-flopping day where we have a chance to sit back and let it all kind of come into what we're working on. And it's a place to expand, but pause and feel the expansion of your vibration. Because we're coming up next Sunday is Mercury moves into Cancer. It's been taking all this information and its communication, and it wants to move ahead. Mercury is going to go through Cancer very quickly. It's only from July 11th to July 27th. It is speeding through. It's been in Gemini a long time, and it's going to speed through this nurturing emotion communication. So hang on and listen, awaken. And then when we get to just this little bit ahead, get to the 13th, especially my fellow Scorpios, wherever Scorpio is in your chart, it's going to have Mars and Venus in a great balance. And this is going to be creating a new energy that goes and that takes a step. So these 3 weeks have all been building to this new moon.
Wow. And I knew that Kitty and I were going to be synced up today because we're wearing the same earrings.
Yes, we are.
But I mean, you couldn't have asked for, better things, because exactly what you're talking about, remove the dark and bring in the new light. So just for the last few messages, I pulled a few cards. This one was give without expectation. Okay. I love this card because, and it might just be about even just giving some forgiveness without expectation.
Or self-love.
Or self-love, or give it to yourself and don't expect anything. Don't expect others to change your life. You have to do that. So give without expectation. I love that card. And then 2 of them popped out. Trust your intuition. And I heard Kitty talk about that. Your intuition is going to be really high. So trust it. Okay. You're getting these messages for a reason. So make sure you're trusting your intuition and understand your body. This goes right along with what Kitty said too. If you're sitting down too much, get up and move around. If you're moving too much, take a break. So just understand your body and what its needs are this week, and how to maximize, your body's there to keep you alive. So you have to work with it though,
It's your vessel. Yeah, it's really, I encourage everybody to come to our program on Thursday. We will be taping it, but it's great to have live. This is all about your energetic body. It's all about your map. And so learning some new information. I saw Florentine this morning said she had done a session with her, and it's amazing. 8:00 Eastern Standard Time, Intuition of the Soul.
Yes. Oh, yes. You definitely want to be there. That's going to be really exciting. Okay. We have to run, but
hello,
everybody.
Ready?
Have a beautiful week.
Yeah. Happy New Year. No, happy 4th of July. Yeah.
What could be a new year?
It
be
is
new
for the
some.
country.
That's
It's his birthday.
that's
Yeah.
right. It is a new year because it's their birthday. All right. Aloha.
Aloha.
Oh.
Oh, yes. All right. Take
All
care.
right. Bye, everybody. See you next week.